Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are currently subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for joining me today. And for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the little bell next to the subscribe button, which will notify you each time I upload a new video. Today I'm going to be bringing you the first in a series of skincare videos related to skincare ingredients. And the ingredient that I'm going to talk to you about today is glycolic acid. But before I get into that, I just wanted to mention to you that no YouTube video or Google search can equal the expertise that your dermatologist has. So I urge you to take the information that you get from this video today to your dermatologist, where together you can come up with a skincare regimen that suits your skin type and your specific skincare needs. Also, as most of you know, I'm an anesthesiologist, and so my field of expertise is in anesthesia, but I really wanted to bring you accurate information on these skincare ingredients today. So today's video and this series of videos is going to be a collaboration between me and my friend and colleague, Dr. Ted Lane. Dr. Lane is a board-certified dermatologist who practices in Austin, Texas. Not only does he do clinical dermatology, but he also practices aesthetic dermatology. And I myself have been a patient of Dr. Lane's, and I was so impressed with his gentle manner. He spent a lot of time talking to me about my specific derm problems, and his depth and breadth of knowledge were just so great. So if any of you are looking for a dermatologist in the Austin area, I cannot recommend Dr. Lane highly enough to you. I was lucky enough to be able to speak to Dr. Lane over the phone about these skincare ingredients, ask him any questions that I had, clarify a few issues so that the information that I'm bringing to you really is accurate. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. I am going to be talking to you today about glycolic acid. So glycolic acid often has the letters AHA listed after it. Like if you look on my little bottle here, it says glycolic acid AHA, and that just stands for alpha hydroxy acid. Glycolic acid is a water-soluble molecule, and because it's water-soluble, it's able to penetrate pores and get deep into the pores and do its work. There are different percentages of glycolic acid. You can get lower percentages like 7%, 10%, and 12%, and you can get much higher concentrations of glycolic acid, such as 20, 30, 40, and higher. When we think about those higher percentages of glycolic acid, we're thinking more about peels that we might get in a dermatologist's office. And when we think about the things that we might use at home, that we might pick up at Ulta or Sephora or Walmart or Target, we're thinking about lower concentrations of glycolic acid, such as the 7%, 10%, 12% range. So how does glycolic acid work? Well, it works by breaking down the glue that holds cells together, and in that way it exfoliates your skin. By exfoliating your skin, it's helping to diminish your wrinkles, and it also diminishes dark spots on your skin that you may have from previous acne or from previous sun damage. The other really nice thing about glycolic acid is because it is a weak acid, it is able to break down sebum and oil that clogs your pores. So it helps with blackheads and it helps with acne. And in breaking down that sebum and oil that clog your pores, it actually empties your pores out and shrinks your pore size. So many of us often think about using pore filling agents or pore filling primers before we put on makeup. But in my mind, it makes a lot more sense to use something like glycolic acid, which can actually clean out your pores and thereby shrink them instead of looking for a primer to fill them up. So what are some of the things we need to think about when we're using an agent such as glycolic acid? Well, firstly, it can dry your skin out. If you have oily skin like me, you may be able to tolerate a 10% or a 12% glycolic acid very easily. I use mine every other night and I have no trouble with it at all. It does not dry out my skin. But if you are a person that's got dry skin or easily irritated skin, you may want to use it every other night or just a couple of times a week and see how you do with it. I also tend to put a hydrating lotion or cream on my skin every time that I use it at night after I apply it, just to keep my skin well hydrated and so that it doesn't feel dry and uncomfortable. The other thing that I want to mention to you guys is that if you are using multiple exfoliating agents at once, make sure that you are really cognizant of what it's doing to your skin. If you're using, retin-A or retinol or salicylic acid and glycolic acid together, you can really dry your skin out and get some pretty severe skin irritation. So, be aware of the effects that you're having on your skin and what skin type you have, or see your dermatologist so that you guys can come up with a skincare regimen that's not going to cause too much irritation to your skin. skin. And lastly, if you are using any exfoliating agent, whether it is glycolic acid or multiple agents such as glycolic acid or retin-A or retinol, you want to make sure that you are using a broad spectrum, at least 30 SPF every single day on your face, because when you are using exfoliating agents, your skin is going to be more susceptible to damage by UV rays from the sun. So please make sure that you don't just put a light layer of sunscreen on your face when you're using these exfoliating agents. Make sure that you lather a thick, heavy layer of sunscreen on your face so that you protect your skin from sun damage. Lastly, I wanted to mention you can get glycolic acid. There's a whole range of prices. I have used expensive glycolic acid from Sephora. Drunk Elephant has a really nice glycolic acid product that's 12%, but it's about $100 a bottle. I right now am using this alpha hydroxy 10% glycolic acid, and I feel like my skin is doing just as well on this, and I believe it was between $10 and $25 for this tube. I will link these different products below, some different glycolic acid products below for you that you can look at and see what you would like to buy. So while you can buy more expensive glycolic acid products, in my mind, it doesn't make a lot of sense to spend that kind of money, because you really just need to have the percentage of glycolic acid that you were looking for, whether it's Drunk Elephant and $100 for the bottle, or alpha hydroxy and $25 for the tube. So just keep in mind what ingredients you're looking for and what you want them to do for your skin. So I hope that helped give you a little bit of information on glycolic acid, and please stay tuned for upcoming videos about other skincare ingredients. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.